Jesus and the blind man. As Jesus was passing by, he saw a man blind from birth, and the man plundered about in darkness on the face of the earth. The disciples asked Jesus, "Who sinned, this man or his parents, because he did not have his sight?" And the man stumbled about in a world black as night. Neither this man or his parents sinned. To his disciples Jesus did say, but so that the word of God may be manifested in him, he was made to be this way. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day and before the night comes, because then by men no work can be done. As long as I am in the world, I be its light. For Jesus had come into the world to lead me from the darkness of night. Jesus spat on the ground, and from the dust and spit clay he made. Then he took the clay in his hands, and he used it to anoint the eyes of the blind man. Now when this had been done, he told the man to go wash in the pool of Siloam. The man had faith that his blindness he would lose. So he went forth and washed in the pool. His neighbors asked, "Is this not he who sat begging and could not see?" Others said, "He is like him." He said, "I am he, and I do see." Then as they stood before the man and about his sides, they asked him who had opened his eyes. He replied, "A man called Jesus made clay, and he used it to anoint my eyes as I stood by the way. And when this to my eyes he had done, he told me to go wash in the pool of Siloam. After I had washed in the pool, as he had told of me, my eyes were opened, and I could see." Again they asked the man, "By whom was it done?" And they wanted to know where had he gone. But the man could not say, because Jesus had healed him and gone his way. Now Jesus had opened a blind man's eyes on the Sabbath day, and he had done it with water from a pool and a bit of clay. When at the Pharisees they had arrived, the Pharisees asked the man who had opened his eyes. The man replied, he put clay on my eyes. Then go wash, he said to me. And when I had washed, I found that I could see. Some of the Pharisees said Jesus was not of God, because he did not keep the Sabbath day dearly to heart. How can a sinner do such things? From others were heard. And then among the Pharisees a division occurred. They turned to the man who had been given his sight, and they asked the man, "What think ye of Christ?" The man replied, "A prophet he be, because I lived in a world of night till he gave me the gift of sight." But the Jews did not believe the man had been blind all his life, and they also did not believe Jesus had given him sight. Now at this time, the Pharisees called the parents of the man who had been born blind. They asked if the man was their son, and how does he now see, if he has been blind from the day he was born? His parents answered, "We do not know who opened his eyes. Of age he be, so ask him how he was made to see, and for himself he will speak, and you will learn that which you seek." The man's parents had said this to the Jews because they feared at the hands of the Jews their lives they would lose. Already the Pharisees had said that any man confessing to be the Christ, the Son of God, would be taken and cast from the synagogue. Therefore, his parents had said, "Of age he be, so ask him how he was made to see." Now when the Jews had heard all the blind man's parents had to say, they again called the man that was once blind and stood by the way. They said they knew Jesus to be a sinner at heart, and they told the man to give the praise to God. The man replied, "I do not know if a sinner he be, but I do know I was blind, and now I see." Again the Jews asked the man, "What did he do to thee? And how did he open your eyes that you might see?" The man replied, "I have told you how I received my sight, and shall you hear if I tell you twice? And shall his disciples you also be, if I tell you again what you ask of me?" You are one of his disciples, they said to the man who now could see. and disciples of Moses we all be. We know to Moses God spoke, but as for this fellow and from where he has come, we do not know. The man said, it has been heard from the time the world began, that anyone opening the eyes of the blind has the Spirit of God within. And if this man be not of God, I ask of thee, how does he make eyes born blind to open and see? And this I also say to you, if he was not of God, there would be nothing he could do. The Jews answered, thou wast altogether born in sin. Now how do you teach? Then by the Jews he was cast into the streets. Jesus was moved in his heart, and he asked the man, do you believe on the Son of God? The man asked Jesus, who does he be? And Jesus replied, it is he who talks with thee. The man believed in his heart, and he showed it by worshiping the Son of God.